Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am Michelle with Stampin' Butterfly and we are going to have a card class tonight. So every Sunday I feature a celebration showcase where I pick a celebration product from our catalog and I do a class. So I've done a couple of classes so far. We've already done the Awesome Otters and the Friendly Hello. So if you missed those, make sure you check back onto my YouTube channel for replays. And then also the week prior to the videos, I share sample cards on Facebook as well. So if you are joining me tonight and you haven't checked out my Facebook page, make sure you go back and look at some of the card samples that I've shared. And let me give you a little bit more information about Sale-a-bration. If you are here, drop me a little hello so I know you're joining me. I'm doing it in an event this time versus straight to my page, so I'm curious if you guys can find me or not, so it might take a couple more minutes. So just let me know if you're there and drop me a hello. So now Sale-a-bration is it runs 2 months, so January to the end of February. And there's 3 different ways, in case you're new to Sale-a-bration with Stampin' Up, that you can earn free products. So when you spend $50 or $100, you can earn products doing that. You can also join the Stampin' Up family, which is an awesome deal right now. You can pay $99 and you get free shipping. You have $125 of products that you can pick out from the catalog. And you also, during this time period, get 2 more free stamp sets. So it's an amazing deal. They throw a free paper pumpkin in your kit, lots of goodies. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know and I'd be happy to help you. The website at the top of the screen is my website, so I share all my events there. You can join my team on there. I'd love to have you. Let me know again if you have questions. And then you can also shop from there. And then there's a specials tab to tell you the latest host code and kind of what's going on. So you can head over to that and always find out where I'm at and what we have going on. Now the other way to celebrate, as I call it, is to host a party. So you could do a personal shopping spree and spend $300 and then you get the free Calming Camilla stamp set. Now if you want to have some friends help you out, you could also host an online party. I can set it up. We could do it on Facebook or Zoom. We can also just give you a code and get you set up so that you can have some friends shop on your code. And then you can earn some of the free Sale-a-bration items. So you'll be able to earn that as well as some Stampin' rewards. So in case you wanted to know, we are looking at the Sunshine and Rainbows tonight. So this is the free designer series paper that you can earn with a $50 order. And paper is super cute, so I have it to share with you. Catalog always gives you great samples as well. And then, so we'll be making 2 projects today. And then at the end, I'll also show you some of the projects I've been sharing online and give you some more details on those projects in case you're interested in those. So let's take a closer look at the paper. Let's see. So your paper is 6 by 6 and it is 48 sheets. And you get, I think it is 12 different designs, 4 of each. So let's take a quick look at the paper because there's a lot of paper in here. So you have rainbows on this side and then little tiny suns, some more rainbows, and I'll show you how it coordinates with one of our bundles as well. Some more subtle patterns. You have rainbows and then some cute subtle dots. Then this one is kind of like a pinkish color, and then you have some stripes. And then some more fun patterns and some little pluses, some dots, some wide stripes, some thin stripes, some pool party with a little white subtle background. And then you've got more of the blue-green family color of rainbows. And then some bright green, so your bright rainbows, some suns, the thinner rainbow stripe, little hearts on here, so you can even use those for Valentine's Day. And then we have some adorable clouds, and I'll show you in the catalog, but this actually, we have a punch that will punch these out for you, or you can fussy cut them. And then this one has some light colored pink paper with rainbows and then some more fun patterns and some blue swirl. So if you take a look at it, it's all not just rainbows, and I have actually featured some of these papers in earlier projects during the week, and I think I've got a couple of those to share with you again so you can see where the paper had come from when I did like some of the otter cards. So that is the pack of paper that you can earn for free. It does coordinate with our Sunshine and, well, it's Rainbow of Happiness, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, so it coordinates, and you can use it. Stampin' Up! Coordinates amazingly. So it does coordinate with other items in our catalog, but there is a specific bundle, and I'll show you how some of the dies kind of coordinate as well. But you will see that these are the stamps and dies. So those are your stamps, and then your dies are down here. They're kind of small, but I'll pull out the large ones so you can see them. And then again, you know, we've got some great samples in the catalog. You're always welcome to Case, which is copy and share everything. So those give you more inspiration for projects you could use. Let's see, where are my stamps? Here they are. Okay, so these are the stamps. They are photopolymer, so they are see-through. You can see through them. Although I think I pulled most of them out. They're on my blocks right now because I was making some rainbows that I'll share with you. But they are clear, so you just mount those on your blocks. To stamp, it makes it really easy to line those up. And actually, here's a quick sample. So here's some fun rainbows I was just kind of playing with right before my video, just so you can kind of see how they go and some of the sentiments. There's a little dash that goes over it. And you can, you know, do your rainbow in any color scheme that you like. So that's what the stamps look like. And then these are our dies. And we'll be using some of these tonight. This one in particular coordinates with this paper. So you could use it to cut this rainbow out. And then you'll have your little skinny pieces, and then you can glue those on a piece of paper. We're actually going to use this on one of our cards in a little bit. And then you have some fun little clouds. And then this one I'll cut like the bigger rainbow strips, and you can either mount the strips onto paper, or you can use them on a white piece and put the rainbow behind it. So I have some samples to show as well with that. So let's move the dies and stamps over here. And this is the cloud punch I was talking about. So this one does coordinate with the paper. All right, so I think that's all of those products I wanted to share with you. If you, like I said, you can catch my previous Sale-a-bration videos on my Facebook page or on my YouTube page. Next week's videos will be featuring the catching butterflies. Let's see where I can do it. You don't have a glare. So the samples I'll start sharing on Monday will include this stamp set, and then next Sunday we'll get together again at 6 p.m. Central, and we'll do another card class, and I'll share with you how to make some of the cards that I've shared during the week. All right, so let's work on our project. So let's take a look at the projects real quick. This is one of the cards I shared earlier in the week, and this is one we'll be making tonight. We're going to swap out our paper to give it a little look and see what we think, a little different look. And then we'll be making this fun little Lollipop Treat packaging. And I found these at the dollar store, so I'll show you. We'll swap up the color a little bit on this and then see which one you like better. So we'll start with the card first. So let's get our supplies out. Let's see. The sentiment that says Hello Sunshine is actually not from the rainbow stamp set that coordinates, but is from the Special Moments, which actually happens to be another Sale-a-bration item that you can earn for free. So if you look on page 14 of your Sale-a-bration catalog, or if you log in online, you'll see it's a huge stamp set with lots of different sentiments, and you can earn that for free with a $100 purchase. So that is where we're going to pull our sentiment from. There's it's lots of different fonts in here, great sentiments, different sizes. So it's a great stamp set to have. So let's get a block. And we want the Hey Sunshine, or Hello Sunshine. I thought that coordinated so cute with our card. So we will just set it on our paper, pick it up with our block. Hopefully my paper isn't too dirty. We'll get started with that. And then we are going to use the same color card base. So we are going to use the Magenta Madness. And I tied the bow in advance, some pretty pool party ribbon we have. Just to save a little time, I did die cut a few pieces of our project. All right. Let's see, what else do we need? Oh, so I'll show you. This actually is a scalloped rectangle that we're using, and I cut this previously. but it comes from our scallop contour dies, and I use these quite a bit. They're a great set of layering frames that you can use to fill up the whole front of your card, like literally. Let's see, let me fold my card base real quick. So you could use this largest one and it would fill the front of your card really nicely. So this is one of my favorite framing layering die set. So that's where the rectangle, the little scallop stitch rectangle came from. And that is in the annual catalog. All right, so let's get our bone folder out. Score our card. Let's see, so we have some of our pieces done. I think I trimmed, yeah. So I think we're gonna swap our stripes for the dots. And I did some trimming, so let's see, did I do this already? Yes, I did. So there is my ruler, so I can give you some dimensions. So this is across the whole card front, so it's your 5.5 pieces wide, and then it's 2 inches on this side. And then your cardstock will be 2 1/4 and 5.5 this way. So those are the pieces we'll be using. We need to die cut our rainbow opening on that, and then I'm going to show you how to use this paper with it. So let's scoot some of our stuff aside and grab out our paper trimmer. So the easiest way to use these rainbows, because they come in a big piece of paper, is to just trim them into strips. So we will just trim down there. And then that way we have a bunch of different rainbow pieces we can use. And we only need one. So we'll take this one on the end and trim it. We have some more for later, so we'll save this for later. Okay, next we need to grab our rainbow die. And it's this one right here. So we're going to use that. And we will grab our die cutting machine. Let me just make sure if you guys have dropped me any comments out there. Okay. So there we go. We're going to make a little more room. Grab my die cut machine. And, oh, we're going to need to cut it on this one. So when you're cutting on your die cut machine from Stampin' Up, you'll be using your plate 1. We're using thin dies, so we're using plate 2. And then we're going to make our sandwich. And I try to rotate my plates when I can to make it a little bit easier that they don't bow as much. So we want to try to center it on there best we can. And just run it through the machine. All right, so now you could actually save these little pieces and color them with your blends markers and then glue them on a sheet of paper, and you have more rainbows for later. Or in our case, we'll just set it aside for now. Maybe we'll use them for another project. All right, so now we have our little rainbow here. Move some stuff out of the way. Let's grab our scrap paper. We only have a little bit of Stampin', but we'll pull that in. And then you'll see that this just lines up right underneath it. Super easy. All we have to do is just put a little bit of glue around the edges. But let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment first. So take our ink pad and just ink it up. Stamp Hello Sunshine up there. Alrighty. That is some juicy ink. I think I just re-inked this one. All right. That's all the stamping we have for this card, actually. Not too bad. But it does have such a festive look to it. All right, let's pull our card down. Grab our silicone mat. Some of our liquid glue. And let's see where this paper comes. So it probably doesn't touch that much to the bottom. So we'll want to put a little bit of glue here. And I like using the liquid glue just because it gives you a little wiggle room so you can try to get your rainbows all lined up. And then we'll set that on here, line it up, and then press it down. Now I didn't put any glue on these, so they're kind of like a little floppy, but I liked that effect. If you wanted everything to be very flat, you could put some glue on each one of these little white pieces, the little arches, and then you'd be able to glue them down. Now the stamp set, you can also stamp bigger rainbows like I showed you earlier. But for this one, we are just going to let that dry over there. And then we can, and see, that's why I use my silicone mat. There's a little extra glue. So once this dries, I'll just be able to rub it off and throw it out, make it easier. I guess we could use this one, but I felt like that was too wide. So I thought it'd be fun to use dots. I do like dots. So we can compare it and see which one we like better. Still the same paper pack that we're using, the Sunshine and Rainbows. And then you're just going to center it on your cardstock. Again, the liquid glue lets you wiggle it so that you can line it up in case it goes on crooked the first time you drop it. Let's pull our card base out. Now this is a pretty bright color. I didn't cut extra pieces, but you could do a white insert on here. So don't forget about that. Alrighty. So the one thing I did notice is I think when I'm streaming from this event, it will stream to my page, but I don't know if I'm seeing comments from the page or the event. So if you guys have put comments out there and I haven't commented, it might be because it's showing it in a different place and not sharing it with me. So this is my first test. We'll see how it goes with using that new format. Okay, let's do some dimensionals. That glue is still a little wet, but we try not to push it down too hard. Put one here, like one in each corner. So it's pretty quick card. You just have to cut a few pieces. I mean, you can make a bunch of these out of a pack of paper. Because remember, you have like 4 pieces of each pattern. You can swap these pieces out. They're only, what did I say, like 2 inches wide. So you can get a bunch of those out of a 6x6 sheet of paper. And then there's a bunch of rainbows on here. So let's see, let's take a look. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 good rainbows on this sheet to make from that one card. All right, we are just going to peel the backings off and center it on the page. Make sure it's right side up. And I love how all the ink matches, so it just makes it easy. You know, you just look on your paper pack and you can see what colors are in here. So if you wanted to know, let's take a quick look at our paper. So we're using magenta, but if you weren't sure, you can just read your paper and it tells you exactly what colors you have in here. So there's Bermuda Bay, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Sea Foam, and So Saffron. So lots of different colors. All those colors may not be on one sheet of paper, but at least it gives you an idea. All right, so I'm not the greatest of bow tiers. I did do that, not under camera, although this ribbon tie is awesome. It didn't give me too much trouble. All right, glue dots are the way to go when you're trying to put on a ribbon. You don't want to try to mess with liquid glue or anything like that. So there's our fun little rainbow. We can trim the little tails if we want. So this one seems a little long. Can just trim it with my ribbon scissors that I hide up here so nobody borrows them. All right, so there's our card. Oh, we need some gems on here. Let's get some gems. So I thought this was a fun pack to use. It is in the annual catalog. It's the In Color Gems, and these In Colors are actually retiring this year. So in, I think it's the end of April, we'll be saying goodbye to our favorite colors and welcoming new ones. So these are kind of faceted. I don't know if you can tell that they're kind of shiny. They're kind of have little angles on them, and they're square, which is kind of fun because usually our gems are all circles. All right, so peel this guy off. Maybe we will just put some on here. And it's kind of fun because I'm using dots on this one. Could also use our new iridescent gems, which work really pretty too. Where do I want to put this one? I don't know. Let's stick that one over here. Nah. Put it up here. I always struggle with where I want to put my extra gems. Groups of 3 are always better. So there we go. There's our fun little card. And then you'll see all the other in colors are on here too. And this card pack actually has the Misty Moonlight, or this paper pack, and the Magenta Madness. So you'll be able to use those. And this color actually is pretty darn close. You could probably get away with using some of the yellows. The green is a little bit different, but not too bad. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Move our glue. So tell me what you think. You'll have to take a look. We have both. We've got the very skinny rainbow stripes, and then we have the dots. So similar cards, a little bit different look. All right, our next project, let me just regroup, is the little Lollipop Treat. So this one's kind of fun. I used the crinkled ribbon on here, the crinkled seam binding. And then this one is Flirty Flamingo. I think Polished Pink actually matches the Lollipop the best, but our paper uses Magenta Madness. And the actually this is Flirty Flamingo, but that might be, no, that's Blushing Brights. That might be Flirty Flamingo, so those match. But we're gonna change up our colors. And let's see. Here's the lollipops. You can take a look at those guys, and we'll pull out some supplies. So this time we're going to use the Mango Melody and some Misty Moonlight. So we'll change it up a little bit, see which one we like. All right, we did bring along tiny little cloud, but I think we're gonna do some with our supple shimmer paper that we just got in the new catalog. All right, so to cut the little peekaboo hole, I used my Tasteful Label circle, so we're gonna need that one out. And I already pre-cut this somewhere over here. I'll have to see where it went. Ah, here it is. Just move these out of the way. So we already have that pre-cut, so the only thing we really need to do is get our little treat put together and grab a lollipop. So the funny thing about this is that it says a little something to brighten your day. And then I was like, oh, these are so pretty. I'm going to use these lollipops. And then I realized that it says it goes from sweet to sour. So I'm trying to brighten their day, but then I gave them sweet to sour lollipops. So that's kind of funny. But they coordinated, so I like the colors. So we're going to stick with it. All right. Let's take a look. So what I started with is a 2" by 11 piece of cardstock. So I just took our normal 8.5 by 11 cardstock, trimmed it down 2 inches, and I scored at 5.5 in the center, just to make it easier to bend a little bit. We are going to use our fancy tag punch. So this is tag topper. You'll just slide it in. I always like to flip it over and make sure it's flush across here, that I didn't put it in crooked accidentally. And then we're going to punch each side of it. So, and if you cut it exactly 2 inches, it won't be as snug to fit in there, but I must be a smidge over 2. All right, shooting paper everywhere. Okay, that is fun. You can make bookmarks and tags and things with these tag toppers, but thought it'd be fun to make a little treat holder. All right, we're going to need our die cutting machine back out. Oh, we'll need the cloud too. Let's do that while we're there. Let's see. Where? Let's see, we'll go with the bigger cloud. Is that the one we used? Yep, we'll go with the bigger cloud. Grab our machine back out again. And do a little die cutting on our 2 pieces. So we're using the same sandwich system that we had last time with the dies. This time we're going to use a little of this pretty glimmer paper. The catalog shows it as a bright blue. I'll show you in a little bit, but it's actually more iridescent like Pool Party. So it just must have been the angle that they took the picture at that it looks so blue. I'll try to remember to show you where this is in the catalog. If you are taking my to-go class next month, it will feature the Rainbow and Happiness bundle, and this is one of the things you'll get in your packet is the glitter paper. All right, now we're going to do our circle. So we'll go ahead and kind of eyeball it. I think I did it pretty close to the top. Let's see. Yep, in order for it to line up with a lollipop, I did it pretty close to the top. You don't want to go too close, and then it tears. So let's see if this wants to cooperate or if I need some washi tape. Yeah, I think I'm going to tape it. It's sliding around. Grab me some tape. And this time I got to remember to put it on my jeans so it's not so sticky that it rips my cardstock. Kind of want to center it on there. There we go. Now we'll run it through there and it should cooperate a little better. And I guess you could technically do it on both sides if you wanted to. I just popped the circle out on the one side, depending on what you want your treat to look like. Gently peel that off. All right. Save that for later. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully it lines up pretty good. It does. And then when we put it in, we just kind of fold the little tabs over a little bit. So, what do we want to do next? Maybe a little stamping. So, let's see. We need this. We are going to use the same sentiments. Just change our ink color. Should be good to go. So let me just double check. Okay, perfect. Put little hearts on there again. So we're just going to, and this was already cut from that same Rainbow Happiness bundle. Make sure we've got a good amount of ink. Kind of center it on there. And then we'll put some little hearts as well in the corner. Which way are my hearts on my block? There we go. And then we have our cloud, so we'll put the cloud on at the end. Let's wrap a little bit of paper. And so this piece of paper, let's see where we're at. And you can change up the dimensions depending on, you know, what visually you like. So my piece of paper, my designer paper is 1.5 by 5.5 to wrap around the packaging. All right, so let's put our lollipop in there. Just gonna put a glue dot on the packaging to kind of hold it in a little bit. And fold this and this over. Make sure that kind of matches up pretty good. There we are. See where my glue dot is. Oh, my glue dot's stuck to my fold. All right. We'll leave that folded down and we'll put an extra glue dot on that. That'll be even better. There. Put the glue dot near the bottom of the lollipop. Note to self. Okay, and we're folding this piece up, and this piece down, and then perfect. Just squeeze it till the glue dot sticks pretty good. All right, now we're just going to take our piece of paper and wrap it around and then crease it a little bit. You can make it really tight like that, or you can do it a little bit looser since the packaging is there. And then we're just going to add a little bit of liquid glue here. So we'll just add a little bit, and we'll have to hold it for a second till it sets. And again, the liquid glue is good because it gives you a little wiggle room, or you could use your tear tape as well. That looks like it's holding pretty well. If you end up putting yours on a little too loose, you could always stick one of those little glue dots either on this side or this side underneath to kind of hold your paper in place too. That's a little backup for you. And then we're going to use some dimensionals on there to mount that. And then we'll add our pretty glimmer cloud. So what's fun is you kind of have it overlap in the lollipop, so it gives you a little bit of a rainbow look. And then I like the glitter cloud, definitely. So I think I used a tiny dimensional on this one. All right. Sometimes it's easier to put it where you want it to go than try to guess where on the cloud it'll fit. So if you put it on this piece first, then you could kind of aim and see, you know, how far over do you want to put your cloud. So I think that is good. And then we're going to actually use some blue ribbon with this one. So this is Misty Moonlight cotton ribbon. It comes in a combo pack and coordinates with our New Horizons bundle, but it matches our colors and our paper. I really wanted to use purple. I'm a big purple fan, but our paper didn't have purple in it, so I was trying to stick to something that was in the lollipop and the paper, so there's some Mango Melody in there, so that's kind of why I picked that color. Let's see, that's probably long enough. Grab my good scissors, do a quick trim it, and then we will go ahead. Actually, let's do it from this side. Let's see, wait, which one gives me the good loop? I always have to test it and see. Yeah, this one gives me the loop over, putting it in from the back. All right, so there we go. That's a fun color combination. It's a little more neutral, depending on who likes what colors. Alrighty, so we've got our Mango Melody Lollipop Treat Holder and then the Flirty Flamingo. I think they both look really cute. And that glitter paper, I don't know if you guys can tell, is really cool. It doesn't come off in your hands either. So that's our super cool glitter paper. So let's take a quick look at our projects. So these are our projects we just made. And let's see. Oh, I didn't put my gem on there. See, there's a gem on that guy. We'll use the iridescent gems again. These are in the new mini catalog. Love these guys. Well, since there's a glitter cloud there, we'll do it on that side. All right, perfect. So that is our project. Let's take a quick look. I wanted to show you, like I said, where the glitter paper was. Let's see, did I? Here's your ribbon. So it's a combo pack with Petal Pink. And I don't know if I marked off this shimmer paper. Let's see, the little index in the back should help us. Page 67. It's kind of tucked away in the catalog. You almost don't see it. So here, this is all you get. It's like a little corner. And I guess they used it in this one arch of the rainbow. So it does get used here. But see how blue that is? That is not the color of the paper. It's a misprint. It's more of a pool party. See how it does pick up some blue, but definitely not that much blue. It's more iridescent. So did want to let you know. And then the pink is pink. But in case you're interested in that paper, you get 2 sheets, 1 of each color. All right. Any other projects? I have some additional rainbow projects to share with you. And some of these you've seen, like I've said, they were posted on Facebook earlier, and some of these are new. So in this card, we used that one large rainbow stripe I was talking about, that one die, and then we just put a piece of paper behind it, so we didn't even trim it. We just let the funky rainbow go in that way. And then this super cute little penguin guy is from the You Can Count on Me stamp set in the annual catalog. This one's a kind of overlooked stamp set too. Let me show you if I can find it. I don't think I tabbed it. Let's see, Count on Me, page 82. So if you like animals, this one's a fun stamp set. You've got the penguin, kangaroo, bear. That's that little, I think he's from New Zealand. I forget his name. The fox and some koalas. So some super cute cards and different sentiments in there. And then if you notice, it says hang in there, and that's actually from that special moment stamp set that you can earn for free. It just has such a versatility. Let me pull that out real quick. So I believe it was from in here. Yep, there it is. It's like hang in there. So it just matched so cute with that, and then I just fussy cut them out. Now this one uses, see, that's the thick paper. This is the thin striping that we just used on here. Just put a big piece under there, and I used the layering diorama. And these iridescent gems are so cool. They pick up any color that they're on. So they change colors. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but they are very shiny. And then I actually used, this is the sentiment from the Rainbow and Happiness, but these little tags are from the Sweet Talk Suite for Valentine's Day. So just gives you some other ways to show the different coordination. So here's those tags again, but with the Love and Happiness bundle sentiment. And that's another great way to do a little anniversary card and some of our new brass butterflies. And then this is some host paper from that patterned paper. It's that huge pack we have. And here's the little dies in the Rainbow of Happiness bundle. You know, you don't have to use them for rainbows. I mean, I do have rainbow hearts there, but you can use them for any kind of trim. Now, this one here, where I cut this out of the white, I did that same die cut on different colored paper, used it to make the rainbows, and then here's some more glitter clouds from that same paper that we just used today. And then here's the background, again, just really pretty subtle, and then layered 2 colors this time onto that. Now this next card actually is using Blessings of Home. So I did some watercoloring, and they have some really pretty dies. And I went ahead and used that same trim from here. It's in the same bundle that we're looking at. And then this is the free paper from our pack from today. And you'll see I did both sides. It looks super cool. It was an accident. It's a heavy accident because I put my glue on the wrong side of my die. So it was all sticky on the wrong side, and I had to cover it up because it didn't erase very well. So thought it kind of came out cool even with that. So there's another fun card you can do. Some more of that glitter paper, and then some of the rainbows. They don't always have to be red. So there's some pretty green. This one I was again playing with those little dies so you can make borders out of them. And here's our same tag we used today. And then these are just the pieces that pop out when we used that rainbow die that we just cut from the white. And then these glittery clouds are some of our champagne shimmer paper that is in the annual catalog. Sometimes we forget to look at all the extra goodies we have, and then some more iridescent gems. The next couple cards are actually these two you've seen before. These are otters that I shared week before last, but they actually use the paper from this pack. So you can see it coordinates really cute with your otters. So if you did get those guys, you might want the paper to match for them. And then the little hearts, this little piece of paper is actually from our paper pack today, and I have it with that Sweet Talk Suite collection again. And then here's a tiny version of that pool party ribbon. So very versatile. I love this ribbon, and I'm not a good bow tire, so that one actually looks pretty cool. So it's good ribbon to tie with. Anyway, those are all the different projects I wanted to share with you, and wanted to say thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the different projects that we did. Again, next week we'll be doing the Catching Butterfly stamp set. So I don't know where I put her. Here she is. So you'll see projects from this stamp set that I'll be sharing all week, and then next Sunday we'll get together again and do a video. Now, if you are interested in the rainbow paper and you want to get the bundle, you may want to sign up for my to-go class that I'm offering for next month. It's live on my site. So if you go to the website at the top of my screen and you go to the events tab, you'll see all the details for the class. There's different options depending if you already have the bundle or not. If you're on my team, you get the PDF for free, so you can make it yourself. And then there's also, you know, if you want the bundle or if you just want the stamp sets, and some free Sale-a-bration items when you pick option 1. Also, of course, now I'm leaning way over here. I did have a fun project. So here's a little treat box that you could make. And when you pick option 1 in my to-go class, you'll get the the acetate box that I used to make this, and then I'll give you the bonus instructions to make this little treat box as well, and then I have some chocolates in there. So it's a cute project. It's like a half of an acetate box. And then I have an additional project that I'll share with you guys as well. And then this one, you can use your acetate full size, and that you can fit all your cards in. So if you look, it fits your cards and envelopes. So these are great boxes. I think you can fit maybe 5 cards and envelopes. So anyway, please make sure you check out my site if you're interested in my to-go class for next month. And if you just want to do some shopping, I'd love to have you as a customer. My host code is at the top, and so is my store. So thanks so much for joining me. Have a great night, guys.